Hi, in this video I will give you guys an Atlas tree that will give you the flexibility to effectively farm the Shaper Guardians, the Elder Guardians, and the Elderslayers, the Shaper, the Elder, Sirus, the Maven, and Uber-Elder. So, how exactly does this work? You farm one of the three, either the Shaper Guardians, Elder Guardians, or the Elderslayers, while the Maven watches. After doing that, you will have the ability to either do Shaper, Elder, Sirus, and you can do one of the three Maven invitations. Also, if you've done the Shaper and the Elder a few times, you will most likely be able to do Uber-Elder. After completing 2 or 3 invitations, you will have enough Present splinters for a Maven's Word. That is basically it. What loot can I expect? I'm only going to talk about loot that is valuable right now. Shaper Guardians, obviously, Shaper influenced items, their fragments, and invitations. Elder Guardians, Elder influenced items, their fragments, as well as invitations. Elderslayers, their exalted orbs, plus influenced items, their crests, and invitations. Okay, let's come to the bosses. Elder. Elder drops 2 fragments, Fragment of Emptiness and Fragment of Terror. You need both of them for Uber-Elder. An Orb of Dominance that has a drop chance of 5 to 10%. A 2 mod Watcher's Eye Jewel. Elder influenced items. Different versions of Impresence. And Elder Slayer maps with the Atlas when you take the Atlas passive node. Okay, let's come to the Shaper. Shaper drops 2 fragments, Fragment of Shape and Fragment of Knowledge. He has a 2 to 3% chance to drop an Orb of Dominance and Shaper influenced items. Sirus. Hands of the High Templar. He has a 3 to 5% chance to drop an Orb of Dominance, a 20% around 20% chance to drop an Awakener's Orb. He can drop Thread of Hope, small to very large only, and Elderslayer influenced items. Okay, let's come to the next boss, Uber-Elder. Uber-Elder can drop a Watcher's Eye that has 3 mods instead of the regular 2. The Golf, an Orb of Dominance, which has a 5 to 10% chance to drop. Sublime Vision, a decaying reliquary key that is currently valued at 5 Divine Orbs. All of the Void. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, let's come to the Maven. The Maven can drop Impossible Escape, Elevated Sextants, an Orb of Conflict, and Awakened Support Gem with the with a drop chance of 6 to 8% when you take the passive. My humble opinion, this Atlas tree will give you the flexibility and won't get boring so fast because you are fighting against different bosses all the time. It also gives you the option to farm the bosses that you prefer and sell the Guardian maps that you don't want to farm. So, what passives should you take? Martial Forces, 20% increased quantity of items found in your Conqueror maps. Your Conqueror maps have 20% increased pack size, and Eldritch bosses have 20% chance to drop a Conqueror map. The Elder is an Eldritch boss. Next, Conquered Conquerors. Conquerors have 30% chance to drop a Conqueror's Exalted Orb, which is of course nice. And map bosses have 30% increased chance to drop a Conqueror map, which helps with map sustain. Next, Pay for Play. 25% chance for Orbs of Conflicts found in the Maven's Crucible or the absence of Mercy and Empathy to be duplicated. 25% increased chance to drop an Awakened Support Gem on completing the Maven's Crucible or defeating the Maven. Next, the Most Toys. Defeating a map boss while witnessed by the Maven has 10% chance to count as also witnessing an additional random map boss. And the last one would be captivated interest, 25% more press can splinters found in the Maven's Crucible, 25% increased quantity of items found in the Maven's Crucible, and all bosses are released at once in the Maven's Crucible. Okay, the next big passive node that I would take would be Gaze into the Abyss. The Elder has 10% plus 10% chance to drop a Watcher's Eye jewel, which is nice, and the Shaper drops 3 additional Shaper items. Obviously, very, very good. The next big passive node that you can take, but you don't have to, is Inevitable Ambush. Shaper and Elder Guardians are healed and joined by an ally on first reaching 33% life. Allies have a chance to drop their fragments. The next one that I would take would be Remnants of the Past. Final map boss in each map has 3% chance to drop an Elder Guardian map, and final map boss in each map has 3% chance to drop a Shaper Guardian map. What you also can do is take Height of Hubris, or if you're strong enough, or if you want to do Uber-Cyrus or Uber-Shaper, or if you can do Uber-Maven, of course, take it. The Perfect Storm. The Eye of the Storm is level 85. Sirus' full power is unleashed in the Eye of the Storm. Sirus has a 20% chance to drop an Awakened Support Gem. Throw of the Gauntlet. The Absence of Mercy and Empathy is level 85. The Maven's full power is unleashed in the Absence of Mercy and Empathy. The Maven drops an elevated Sexton guaranteed. And Cosmic Wounds, the Shaper's Realm is level 85. The Shapers and the Elder's full power are unleashed in the Shaper's Realm. Shaper and the Elder in the Shaper's Realm have 100% increase to chance to drop an Orb of Dominance. Okay. Before I end this video, I want to thank you all. This channel has reached over 100 subscribers, for which I am deeply grateful for. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye.